Welcome to In Our Words, a weekly segment of LNP's Opinion section that highlights some of the week's most thought-provoking issues. The following are the opinions of the LNP Editorial Board and not the news department. A terrorist targeted teenage girls carrying pink balloons, children, some of them wearing dainty cat ears favored by the pop star they'd come to see. What police believe was an improvised explosive device detonated May 22nd near an exit of the Manchester Arena, a concert venue in the English city of Manchester, where American pop and former Nickelodeon TV star Ariana Grande was performing. The explosion, which British officials say was perpetrated by a 22-year-old suicide bomber named Salman Abedi, claimed the lives of 22 people and injured 59 others. This is a scenario to which many of us parents can relate. We come up with the money to take our children to a special concert. Tickets for this concert start at about $45, and then we accompany our thrilled little kids to a big crowded venue. They jump up and down and dance and shriek with the pure joy of attending a pop concert, perhaps their first one ever. The calculation involved here was breathtaking in its evil. British Prime Minister Theresa May called the terrorist act one of appalling, sickening cowardice. U.S. House Speaker Paul Ryan concurred, saying that to deliberately target innocent children is cowardice in its most heinous form. Queen Elizabeth II called it an act of barbarity. It was all of that and more. Such attacks are intended to push us into changing our way of life, to draw inward, to grow fearful of the very activities we usually happily anticipate. They are intended to turn us against one another. This attack on innocence is going to leave everyone shaken for a very long time. Shaken, but not defeated. Manchester City Council's coat of arms features the Red Rose of Lancaster because the city lies within the historical boundaries of the county of Lancashire, home of our city's namesake. It also bears the images of worker bees. The worker bee was a symbol of industrial Manchester. And here's the thing about the worker bee. It's essential to the life of a bee colony. The essential strength and resilience of the people of Manchester will light the way in the days to come. Our prayers are with them. We will state this as plainly as possible. It's vital that you vaccinate your children. Your children are not going to develop autism if you get them immunized against measles, mumps, and rubella. The appalling lie that the MMR vaccine causes autism was propagated by Andrew Wakefield. He's a one-time physician from Britain who was stripped of his medical license after his research claiming autism was linked to the measles vaccine was found to be an elaborate fraud, in the words of the British medical journal BMJ. A case of the highly contagious disease pertussis, which is also known as whooping cough, was recently confirmed at Quarryville Elementary School, LNP reported recently. Solanco School District posted a notice on its website April 28th to inform families and pass on recommendations from the Pennsylvania Department of Health. A mumps outbreak at Penn State's main campus and State College now has reached 86 cases, according to the university's website. And in Minnesota, that state's Department of Health reported Monday that 58 people, 55 of them children, 55 of them unvaccinated, have fallen ill with measles. It is the largest measles outbreak in that state since 1990, when 460 were sickened and 3 people died, the Star Tribune newspaper reports. Anti-vaccination websites proliferate on the internet. Those wary of vaccination always come armed to this debate with studies purporting to show that vaccines cause autism. They simply do not. When you choose not to vaccinate your child, you're risking not only his health, but that of the infants in your community who are too young to be immunized, and those who are too ill, with cancer, for instance, to get vaccinated. We'll say it again. Get your children vaccinated. That will do it for In Our Words this week. If you have an opinion you would like to share with us, you can email us at lancasterletters@lnpnews.com. You can also see what we think in the opinion section at lancasteronline.com. I'm Rich Maneri. We'll see you next time.